What happens when a president decides to shake up an entire industry overnight? When tariffs hit, factories tremble, prices skyrocket, and American jobs vanish faster than anyone imagined. In this video, we're breaking down how Trump's sweeping auto tariffs didn't just rattle the market, they sent Subaru to the brink, forced Stellantis to halt operations, and made Nissan rethink its global strategy. If you want to understand the bitter irony of protectionism and how it's reshaping the North American auto map, hit that subscribe button now, give this video a thumbs up, and stick around because by the end, you'll see why this isn't just about cars, it's about the future of the US economy. America's auto gamble. The American auto industry has always been a symbol of strength, innovation, and employment. Detroit wasn't just a city, it was the heart of middle-class prosperity. But sweeping tariffs, ambitious trade policies, and a gamble on protectionism have changed all that. Trump's administration promised to save American jobs, encourage domestic manufacturing, and punish foreign automakers. On paper, it sounded simple: increase import tariffs, force companies to build more in the US, and reward American labor. But the reality turned out to be far messier. Prices for cars surged, factory operations slowed, and companies like Subaru, Nissan, and Stellantis were forced to rethink their entire North American strategy. The ripple effects weren't limited to automakers. US families began seeing car prices jump by thousands of dollars, used car markets soared, and other countries like Canada suddenly became the preferred hub for foreign manufacturers. What was meant to protect American workers ended up threatening them. Subaru on the brink, a price surge like never before. Subaru, long a symbol of reliability and practical cars, suddenly found itself caught in a storm. The tariffs added between $750 and $2,000 to the price of every vehicle sold in the US market. That might not sound catastrophic at first, but for a brand whose popularity depended on affordability, it was catastrophic. Dealers reported slowing sales, and profits began shrinking globally. The worst part? Subaru's supply chains were disrupted. Factories in Japan that exported to the US faced mounting pressure to either absorb the tariffs, cut costs, or pass the expenses directly to consumers. Subaru's executives warned that prolonged tariffs could force partial shutdowns, a chilling prospect for employees and families who depended on steady factory work. For American families, these numbers translated into stark reality: the car they planned to buy might now cost several $1,000s more. The ripple effect stretched beyond just Subaru. Competing automakers were forced to re-evaluate pricing, and the broader US auto market began feeling the strain. Nissan's global retrenchment, jobs lost worldwide. While Subaru grappled with rising prices, Nissan's response to tariffs was a stark warning for the entire industry. Worldwide, the company announced cuts of 20,000 jobs and closures in multiple factories, citing the combined impact of tariffs, supply chain challenges, and increased operational costs as unsustainable. This wasn't just a domestic problem, it was a global shift reshaping how automakers planned production. Factories from the US to Mexico had to re-evaluate schedules, delays became inevitable, and the global market adjusted to a new reality: America was no longer the guaranteed hub for foreign auto manufacturers. The irony is particularly sharp. The very tariffs intended to protect American employment ended up accelerating job losses abroad, which reverberated back to US workers. Plants that might have expanded in Michigan, Tennessee, or other key states were now freezing investment, leaving local economies scrambling and creating uncertainty for thousands of employees. Suppliers, small businesses, and logistics companies connected to these factories also felt the strain, showing how interconnected and fragile the auto industry had become under protectionist policies. Stellantis halted, operations stop in Mexico and Canada. Stellantis, the multinational formed from the merger of Fiat Chrysler and Peugeot, wasn't immune to the cascading effects of tariffs. The company was forced to halt operations in key facilities across Mexico and Canada due to rising costs and declining demand. This wasn't merely a foreign concern, the domino effect immediately impacted US workers and communities. Plants that supplied US-bound production either reduced hours, delayed expansion projects, or temporarily suspended operations. Thousands of American jobs became precarious as uncertainty spread through corporate planning. What's worse, company executives openly blamed tariffs and policy unpredictability for creating an environment too risky for further investment, warning that long-term planning had become nearly impossible. Investors reacted by demanding a reassessment of North American strategies, further destabilizing US-based operations. The ripple effect reached suppliers, regional economies, and even the broader labor market, showing that the consequences of protectionist policies extended far beyond immediate factory floors. Ultimately, Stellantis' struggle highlighted a stark reality: when trade policy disrupts global supply chains, the repercussions inevitably hit workers and communities at home, undermining the very protections that were promised. Japan's $19 billion auto losses, investment frozen. Japan's automotive sector alone reported staggering losses, amounting to nearly $19 billion due to the trade measures. Major automakers paused investments, froze expansion projects, and warned of long-term profitability declines. U.S. tariffs created a chilling effect. Companies weren't sure if further policy changes would increase costs, so caution became the only viable strategy. What does this mean for American consumers? Delays in new models, fewer innovations, and continued price increases. Tariffs were supposed to strengthen domestic manufacturing, but instead, they created uncertainty that slowed production and innovation. Canada's strategic advantage: dollars, loopholes, and incentives. While the U.S. market reeled, Canada quietly became a major beneficiary. The Canadian dollar remained weaker, giving automakers cost advantages. Tariff loopholes allowed companies to route production through Canada, avoiding some of the financial burdens imposed by U.S. policy. On top of that, the Canadian government provided a $2 billion support package to incentivize new production and expansion. Factories in Toronto and surrounding regions began attracting investment that might have otherwise gone to U.S. cities. Suddenly, Canadian cities were not just alternative production hubs, they were emerging as the new center for North American auto manufacturing. Redrawing the North American auto map. The combined effect of tariffs, rising U.S. prices, and foreign investment shifts is fundamentally changing the North American auto map. Monterrey, Mexico, and Toronto, Canada, are gaining prominence. Automakers are recalculating supply chains, workforce allocations, and investment strategies. The U.S. is losing its historical advantage as the go-to-market for foreign investment. For workers, families, and local economies, this is a wake-up call. Policy decisions designed to protect domestic industry must be carefully calibrated. The unintended consequences of protectionism are now fully visible: fewer American jobs, higher consumer prices, and increased foreign influence over the industry the U.S. hoped to shield. Jobs lost instead of saved. Perhaps the cruelest aspect of these tariffs is the irony. The goal was to save American jobs, yet the opposite occurred. Factories slowed, investments froze, and companies outsourced more work to Canada and Mexico. The average car price in the U.S. jumped by $5,000 to $10,000, placing additional strain on families. For workers, this meant not just economic hardship but also uncertainty about their futures. The story of Subaru, Nissan, and Stellantis highlights a broader lesson: economic policy can have ripple effects that extend far beyond initial intentions. What seems like a protectionist measure in theory can, in practice, destabilize markets and harm the very people it intends to help. Families feel the pain. For everyday Americans, the consequences are immediate. Car buyers face inflated prices, reduced options, and longer wait times. Families budgeting for a reliable vehicle now have to factor in thousands of dollars in added costs. Used car markets have also reacted, as demand surged for alternatives. Even the perception of instability affects spending habits. Consumers become cautious, delaying purchases or seeking imported alternatives routed through Canada or Mexico. The ripple effect hits the entire economy, from dealerships to auto repair shops, and even small businesses relying on delivery vehicles. The Trump tariff gamble. Trump's tariffs were framed as a bold move to protect domestic workers, but the backlash demonstrates the risks of unilateral economic gambles. Executives openly criticize the unpredictability of U.S. trade policy, and foreign investors reconsider long-term commitments. Politically, the administration faced criticism from both sides. Proponents of free markets saw tariffs as counterproductive, while labor advocates noted the immediate risk to domestic jobs. The lesson is clear: disrupting global supply chains without carefully calibrated incentives can lead to widespread instability. The auto industry is just one example, but it's a particularly visible one because of the millions of jobs, billions in investment, and the direct impact on American consumers. The story of Subaru, Nissan, Stellantis, and the broader auto industry is more than just a tale of tariffs. It's a cautionary lesson in economics, trade policy, and the delicate balance of global manufacturing. American workers, families, and investors are learning that the path to protectionism is filled with unintended consequences. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Comment below and tell us which of these auto market shocks surprised you the most, and share this video with anyone who's trying to understand how policy decisions affect real people. Remember, these shifts aren't just headlines, they're shaping the future of work, industry, and the economy you live in.